Welcome to another exciting episode of the Neville Goddard Podcast. One of the things that I notice repeatedly over the past couple decades is when people deny the reality of the physical world. When people say it's an illusion, Mr. 20. When people deny the reality of the physical world, they tend to have problems getting real-world results. This doesn't sound like much at first, but it's massive because if you deny the reality of the physical world, otherwise known as the shadow that follows, you're not going to lead. Denying the reality of the physical world just shows that you believe it's a problem. I've been there, done that. And whenever you start to notice, hey, here's where I get to buy the pearl. Here's where I get to lead. This is why you're going to get why I love shadows so much. Because both shadows and sunshine are real. Enjoy today's episode. Have a lovely day. This is the voice of Mr. 2020 coming to you live from Melbourne, Australia. See ya. I just absolutely love the sunshine in the morning here in Melbourne, Australia. It's 6:44 a.m., Sunday the 18th of December. 7 days till Christmas. And we're having a really cool, quote-unquote, summertime here. And I gotta tell you, I just love the shadows that are cast by the sunshine going through the leaves of the trees, coming through the stained glass window. Because there's shadows and there's color there. I'm not a fan of when people say the physical world is an illusion. I get why they do it. I know why I did it. I wanted the physical world to be an illusion whenever it was problems to avoid. Whenever I felt that the physical world was nothing more than a problem, a hassle, history that I had to deal with, I wanted it all to be an illusion. I wanted the sunshine to be real, but not the shadow. You see, you're the sunshine that casts the shadows. You're the sunshine that feeds the trees. And if you could see these photos I just took, God, they're beautiful. Basically, they're just photos of shadows on the render of the cottage here that I'm in right now. So I want you to write something down. Not this time, the next time you listen to this. Listen to it twice. Don't write anything down right now. Write it down later. Both sunshine and shadows are real. And that's delightful because I notice it's a lot easier to get real-world results when you get the reality of this world. The reality of this world is it's a shadow. It's the shadow that follows. It's the shadow that's given life to by the sunshine. You think about it. Without sunshine, there's just darkness. And people in darkness want to believe. They want to behave as if the shadow is an illusion. See, when the sun comes out, you get, oh my God, the shadow makes the landscape. My friend Suzanne is a wonderful sketch artist. Oh my God. And she sketched the portraits of the puppies. And one thing that I've learned about sketching is about shadows. Without shadows, you just have stick figures, and there's no life in a stick figure. It might be comical, it might be sad, but there's no life in a stick figure. You should see the sketches she sent us. Maybe I'll find a way to put up these photos and the sketches she sent us of Emmett and Bruce. Because it's the shadows. The shadow follows. Why would you want to believe that the physical world, otherwise known as the shadow, is an illusion when you want to have a good relationship in it, when you want to have money in it, when you want to have your body feel great in it? See, I imagine up Victoria's yum in the shadow. And I got to tell you, the shadow is really yummy. And so is the meal. And I just don't mean the physical meal. You see, I imagine up her yum, and it's my experience of her yum that makes the meal yummy. God, I wonder what we'll have today, because I knelt her young before getting out of bed. I knelt this podcast before getting out of bed. How'd I do? You see, this podcast, it is the world of the shadow. It's real. It's what follows. I imagined up a yummy podcast. If you imagine up getting gold from it, you're getting gold from it. By the way, you could imagine up a very different, dreadful shadow that, what's he trying to do? Part me with my hard-earned money. He's trying to confuse me with these metaphors. Right. Some people imagine up the craziest things, like politicians matter. They don't. The pearl is what matters. See, Neville says that, you have to give up the belief in any power outside of yourself. You get to give up the belief in any and all powers outside of yourself. He doesn't say stop believing in what follows. He says to stop believing what follows leads. You came here to lead. Your only design function is to lead, by the way. I tell that to people and they get confused. What do you mean, design function? You didn't come here to follow. You came here to lead. You came here to love. You came here to dance. You are the wisdom and the power of God. And this is what I want you to do. I want you to start getting how golden you are. I want you to get that you are the sunshine, not just the sun. You see, some people go, I'm like the sun in the universe and everything's in orbit around me. Yeah, play with that metaphor long enough and you get stuff like, none of my wishes seem to be coming true. They just seem to be stuck at the same distance, orbiting around me. See, I'm the sunshine. You're the sunshine. You're the spark behind the eyes. You are what gives life to everything. You are what reveals. You are what gives life to the color in the trees and the landscape and the flowers. You are what gives life to the shadows. And it's 6:50 a.m. in the morning. Sunday, December 18th, 2022, 7 days till Christmas. God, these shadows give so much. So if you got gold, both the shadows and the sunshine are real. You're the sunshine. And when you really surrender to an identity, something lovely, something fun, that gets to grow and that gets to show up in your life. That's how you lead. All day long, I surrendered to 3 primary states: loving husband, loving teacher, loving puppy dad. I also surrendered to a few states I enjoy being: a BMW owner. I enjoy my Apple products. I enjoy podcasting. If you want more on that, get that procrastination pack, because you'll notice day in and day out, we've got 2.8 million listens for a reason. We've got almost or about 2,000 episodes. I should have looked, because I should make the 2,000th one a very special episode. But here's the thing, guys. The shadow matters. It's not an illusion. As long as, again, why do people say it's an illusion? Because they think it's a problem. And if they assert long enough, my problem is an illusion, now your problem is just something that followed you. You live in the playground of possibilities. You can pick yourself up, dust yourself off. You can monkey around on the monkey bars anytime you want to. You can even get on that spinny thing. You can go up the ladder and down the slides. It's totally up to you. Welcome to the playground of possibilities. My name is Mr. 2020. If you got gold today, just head over to NevilleGoddardStore.com. We've got all kind of goodies just for you. Yeah, just for you. You're the only one. Some people do that. I'm the only one in my universe. Everyone else is an illusion. Radio. I notice they all are very, very real, and they play their parts perfectly. And I imagine lovingly for everyone that I come across, including you. That's why I love whenever you email me. I love whenever you share, comment, because I get to know you. I get to imagine lovingly for you. How cool is that? All right. If you got gold, you know what to do. Thanks for listening, gang. Thanks for sharing, and have a lovely day. A Merry Christmas in 7 days. And go look at some shadows, especially early in the morning, the time of Thanksgiving. Because when I look at the shadows, again, they just bring the landscape to life. They're very lovely. And so were you. Have a lovely day. See ya.